Chapter 1862. Yeah, Ching Feng said. You have to adjust yourself, don't put all your thoughts on Rolly. Now the Su family's trouble is even greater. After returning, we will have a meeting to discuss the feasible solutions at this stage. If we don't quickly fill up the lost power, some families will be ready to move. Okay, I see. At this moment, in Eastcliff, the Anderson family was paying close attention. The major news about the Su family in China had instantly detonated public opinion across the entire Eastcliff. All the prominent families were shocked by this news because no one had expected that the Su family, Japan's top family, would suffer such a major loss and encounter such a crushing failure in China. However, while this news was a devastating blow to the Su family, for the other families, it was an incredibly welcome development. The Su family's power in Eastcliff had long been overwhelming. Except for the Anderson family, which could barely stand against them, the gap between the Su family and all the others could only be described as vast, like the difference between heaven and earth. Now that the Su family's strength had been severely damaged, the gap between them and the rest had naturally narrowed, and everyone was happy to watch the Su family fall from grace. Among all, the Anderson family was naturally the most excited, though not all of them. Minato was pacing excitedly back and forth in the villa's living room, saying, "The masters of the Su family have always been a thorn in my heart, especially Rolly. Young, strong, terrifying, and ruthlessly effective. She's always been a thorn in my eye and flesh. I didn't expect the entire collapse would happen in China. This is great." "Yeah," Andrew echoed, full of excitement. The Su family really lost big this time. Their top masters were swept up by China. For a long time now, they'll have to keep their tails between their legs. Minato nodded and asked, "How is Morgan's talk going with Takehiko?" Andrew shrugged. Morgan met Takehiko at the hospital, but he doesn't seem too interested in continuing business at this stage. He didn't seem very engaged. Minato said, "That's understandable. Even ordinary people would struggle after losing their legs. Let alone someone like Takehiko, one of China's top rich men. It's natural for him to face a period of depression." Andrew asked, "Then should I have Morgan come back or stay in Beijing and observe?" Minato thought for a moment and said, "Let him stay in Beijing for now. Visit Takehiko again in a couple of days. Maybe his attitude will change. There are still a few days before the Japanese New Year. Let Morgan stay in Beijing until the 12th lunar month, then come back." "Okay." Andrew nodded. "Cynthia will head to Oris Hill tomorrow morning. It'd be great if Alex is willing to come back for the new year." Cynthia chuckled and said casually, "It's good if Alex wants to come back. If not, we can't force it." Minato said seriously, "The Anderson family isn't considered prosperous as it is. If Alex is willing to return, it will not only be a big boost for our family, but also help us lock in a marriage partner in advance. I won't say he could win over someone like Shiyu from the Su family, but at the very least, that Kano girl from the Moon family would be within easy reach. A marriage alliance with the Moon family isn't bad. Together, we could suppress the Su family."